Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more Star Wars Empire at War Thrawn's Revenge Total Conversion mod. Right, straight out the door, we need to move this fleet of ground infantry. I want to actually move them up to Desevro here. We're going to start moving back down this chain here. Mon Calamari and New Alderaan. I would like to take those worlds as soon as we can. We're just waiting on that Allegiance class battlecruiser, which is just finished. Go support that fleet for me. A few more support ships coming in. Right, I've got some more infantry down here. You guys need to head over to Quiverzor. I'm going to move this fleet back as well. We took a lot of casualties taking these three worlds, so that army needs reinforcements, really. We've still got a lot of troops there, but we lost a lot of our heavy infantry. So, if I can, I want to start building more units. A couple of squads of stormtroopers would come in handy. Someone around here can build ATST walkers for me, though. Let's get a few of those coming off the line if we can. Let's see. Yeah, light factory there. Tax collection agency, that would be good. Couple of tax collection agencies.
Building under construction. Beginning construction.
That'll do. That will help quite a lot. You need to rebuild your defences, so get another shipyard coming up there. Get a shipyard there. And let's get a shipyard there. This area is very likely held. So, let's actually get a Golan 2 being built there. Another Star Destroyer has been built somewhere over here. I'm going to reinforce this fleet down here, because we've been ignoring that fleet almost entirely. Now, you're actually doing pretty well. Get reinforcements coming through for that if we can.
Construction complete. Construction
complete. In production.
Those actually produce pretty quickly, don't they? Right, this fleet should be ready to go. You have a Scout Nebulon B ready to go. Decent support fleet. 4 Star Destroyers and an Allegiance class battlecruiser. That'll do. Let's move on Mon Calamari. Let's see what the Greater Maldrude has actually built in this area and see what we can do about it. We've got the Nebulon B in the command role, so we will be able to scout in. They do have a fleet here, including a Secutor class. Well, I think the Secutor class is actually a Star Destroyer. It's more like a heavy carrier. It's a post-Clone Wars design, I believe. It's big. It's quite well defended, actually. I do have to say I quite like Secutor class Star Destroyers. They carry a lot of fighters, but they also pack a pretty good punch themselves. So they're not just ships you can pick off. They're nothing like a Quasar light carrier. And it actually looks like they have 2 of them. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, they've actually got a sizable fleet here. Now we do have plenty of... We've got 4 Star Destroyers plus the Allegiance class battlecruiser. I'm tempted to give this a fight, although what is that at the back there? Because if that's a heavy shipyard...
We've come across enemy units.
Okay. That changes things. What are we actually facing here? Capital shipyard. Whoa, multiple Golan platforms. 1 Golan 2, Golan 3, Golan 1, and another Golan 3. Whoa, actually, sorry, whoa. Another Golan 2. Holy crap, that is a lot. I didn't even know you could build that many. They've got 5 defense platforms plus a capital shipyard. And that is defended by... Ooh, actually they've got a Providence class carrier destroyer. This Secutor class capital ship. It doesn't actually say it's a Star Destroyer. I would say it's a heavy carrier. And I think they've got another... Yeah, they've got another one down here. Okay, no. We cannot take that fight right now. We might be able to inflict some casualties, take out a ship or 2, but that defense network they've got built up here, that is massive. We're going to need a lot more Star Destroyers to take on that. Especially when you consider this is going to be spawning reinforcements up to Gladiator class the Star Destroyers. So, that's not good. We don't want to be fighting that. Tempted to try and see if we can pick off 1 or 2 and then maybe retreat, but they've got a lot of fighters from what is essentially 3 heavy carriers plus everything that's being spawned from these defense stations. I think actually even taking a fight to try and take out some of these ships would be a bad idea. You can see how many gun turrets these Secutors have. They pack a hell of a punch. I mean, a lot of these are old Clone War era fighters, like these Arc 170s, but even so, in a huge group, they will do a lot of damage. Yeah, I think we need to bail, especially before I lose that Nebulon B, so...
Retreat in progress.
Retreat that fleet. Hopefully we can get out before these fighters come in and take us out. I'm not sure what those fighters are. Oh, but they have torpedoes, so that's a problem. 2 seconds. We should get our ship out without too much problem there. Okay, so no losses, but yeah, that is a hell of a fighting force. We will hold Emma for the time being, and we'll see about coming back for that at a later date, I think, because that is just a scary amount of firepower. In fact, if that firepower comes in this direction, I would like it to run into some trouble. So I'm going to start building a hypervelocity cannon there. And let's get some more tax collection agencies. Because I like my tax collection, I like people paying me money. Yeah, hypervelocity cannon to protect that level 3 space station. That would be very nice. You can actually build Star Destroyers. Yeah. I know it's not the most efficient use of our money, but I would like it. Oh shit.
Moving out. Ready to go.
Where? It said enemy fleet approaching. Enemy fleet approaching where? Well, I guess I'm about to find out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, in transitory mists. Okay. They have a single MC-80 Home 1 type attacking that asteroid belt. We can't do anything about that. We do have a space station, though. But no other defences. They've got an interdictor and a Home 1 type MC-80 against a single Corellian corvette. Yeah, I don't think we can do any good with that. So I will just auto-resolve that battle. Yeah, we got our corvette out of there, but nothing else. And that is a problem, because that does open up this area to the enemy. We should probably do something about that. Now, this fleet here, you do actually have 7 Star Destroyers in that fleet, so you can definitely handle that for me. Move over to the Rosh asteroids, and then engage here. You guys, meanwhile, group up.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay. This is not the fight I was expecting, but this is the fight we will have to take. Got our scout CR-90 as usual. Right, enemy ships. Oh, wow, enemy ships are close.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's see, I've got 3 Imperial 2 class Star Destroyers and a bunch of Victory class Star Destroyers. This isn't going to be a problem for us. Not against a Home 1 and a Interdictor cruiser.
They're in this direction.
Oh, and their fighters are coming in. A-Wing's going to get wrecked by that CR-90. They've realised that and are running for their lives. Goodbye. Alright, you guys are turning around. You might have started to realise that this is a problem for you. Let's hammer home that point by bringing in 3 Imperial class Star Destroyers right on top of you. And then I'm going to flank them with Victory class Star Destroyers.
Reinforcements
We'll be
cancelled.
there shortly. Right away. Moving out. Right away. Location confirmed.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Moving to coordinates. Heading out.
This should
All
give
out.
them a very bad day.
Reporting. This way.
That's a good looking amount of Imperial firepower. Right, you guys need to focus this guy down. That is a priority target, because it will do a lot of damage to us. All the victories in that, meanwhile, can focus on this guy for me.
Gunship reporting. Batteries online. Weapons ready.
And I think with that, we should be pretty much okay just to go to the cinematic camera. Oh, they're actually trying to flee already. Damn. Okay, I should probably do something about that. All ships target their engines.
Form up.
If we can take their engines down, then they will not be... Well, they'll be automatically destroyed upon fleeing, basically.
Direct fire on the engines.
I didn't expect them to flee that quickly. To be honest, the AI does normally just kind of sucks it up.
The engines are our primary target.
Okay, we've got 5 seconds. We're putting out a lot of damage, yet you've lost your engines, and you've lost your engines. Okay, that's 2 ships. Wow, that Interdictor just died. They got out with a few squadrons of X-Wings and some B-Wings by the look of it. Interesting. Cool. That defeats that little counterattack.
Planetary control
And we've got
achieved.
that back under our control as well. Ross asteroids, you can actually go up to level 3. What defences have we got here? Ooh, you've actually already got some good defences. Yeah, let's get a level 3 going there, I think.
Beginning construction.
I will take some more tax collection.
Constructing.
Rebuild that
Building
shipyard. We'll
started.
leave that fleet there, actually. The defences over here are actually pretty strong. And with transitory mists under our control, I'm tempted to move on Carida. Because that is... Or Charuba, because that is a level 3. Now this fleet is very powerful because it's got that Super Star Destroyer, but I worry about it in a big fight. Because it's one big target. You've only got 7 other Star Destroyers. I say, oh, okay. We've got 2 Imperial 2 class Star Destroyers and a bunch of Victories in there. The Victories are good, but they're not great. Maybe we should move on Coruscant instead. This fleet's actually looking pretty good. And if we can blockade that... Yeah, if we take Carida and Coruscant, then we've basically opened up this whole area to our forces. That is their capital as well, so that will lose them income quite significantly. Didn't I send a Allegiance class over here? Where did that second Allegiance class battlecruiser go? I didn't send it over here, did I? No. Okay. There's a battlecruiser somewhere around here. I can't see where. Okay, tell you what, we are going to attack Carida with that fleet. Oh, there you are. Yeah, so they're going to have an Allegiance class plus 6 battlecruisers. That's sorry, an Allegiance class battlecruiser plus 6 Star Destroyers. That should be more than enough to take Coruscant from them. And we're building up ground forces for the invasion right now. Meanwhile, Carida actually has quite a strong defensive fleet. Interesting. Good job we came. It's headed by an interdictor at least, but looks like they've actually got a significant number of ships. This should be alright. The problem with taking that level 3 space station is, of course, it's going to be spawning units the whole time. And heavy frigates spawn a lot of ships. Ooh, that was a big mass of ships over there. Now the space station is down here between 2 asteroid belts, and we've got pirates. Okay.
Awaiting your orders.
Well,
Over there.
I'm going to actually get you the hell out of there.
Full speed.
So technically we can't retreat for 4 minutes. It forces you to stay and fight them, but we're not going to stay and fight them. We're actually going to pull out their way and let the pirates come in, and they will just beeline straight for the New Republic forces down here. So what do we got? They've got a level 2 heavy frigate shipyard. Fine. That's going to bring in A-Wings, B-Wings and Corellian corvettes. They've also got, holy crap, 2 Golan 2s. I wasn't expecting that. And a mobile fleet of 2 interdictors. Now, all of these fighters, these must be paid for fighters, because there's no reason for them to be with these interdictors. I don't actually think they even have... Yeah, they don't actually have fighters of their own. So those are all paid for fighters they're launching as well. But I want to just get out of their way and see what these pirates do. So far, pirates have always been Empire of the Hand forces. And they actually have some pretty decent ships. They have some unique weapons to that faction. And they could actually do some significant damage to the New Republic forces before we even have to engage. Because I'm not sure if I can actually bring in the Super Star Destroyer through this gap in the asteroids. I'm not even going to try it now, just in case it bugs out and I do launch my Star Destroyer into the middle of a battle I don't want. But otherwise, that's going to be very difficult to maneuver the Super Star Destroyer through there, which limits a huge amount of our firepower. Meanwhile, we're going to hide this Corellian corvette.
Choose your reinforcements.
In fact, as those are paid for units, I'm going to hide a couple of Corellian corvettes down here if I can. Come on, let me jump in a couple of you guys.
Let's go. Underway.
There we go, they can all cover each other now.
Full. Ready. Underway. At your command.
And we're just going to wait and see what comes of this pirate group. Yeah, the fighters are fleeing, they know they can't handle this fight. I was hoping to get that fighter squadron, they've only got a couple of ships left. Oh, but there's more of them. But wait, there's more. Focus firepower, try and take out that squadron. Because if that is a paid for squadron, that is costing them.
Moving into position.
4 corvettes together like this is just death to any fighters that come in. Okay, you guys just kind of sit at the edge there of the asteroid field. Nothing can come in and attack you, so you'll be fine.
On my way.
Oh, here we go. Now that is not a bad sized fleet. They took out a CR-90 corvette straight away. They've got one of those missile ships, which is basically 4 proton torpedo launchers. And they've got these. These are the Empire of the Hand Ascendancy Star Destroyers. Basically improved Star Destroyer designs. I think that's a decent sized fleet. And if they head straight for those defences, they could cause them a lot of damage. Which I'm perfectly happy to just sit back and watch. That said, their fighter groups are heading straight for my ships, which kind of sucks.
Right away.
Now, it could just be they're trying to manoeuvre around the asteroid belts. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm willing to just sit here and wait and see what these guys do, because if they take on those defences for me, that would be really good. They are wasting some of their fighter squadrons against us, though. Are those Clawcraft? Oh, well, I don't know what they were, because they're already dead. Oh, crap, they brought their interdictors down here. And a lot of fire support. Okay, that's a problem. these corvettes can't handle that amount of firepower, I don't think. They can probably take out those fighter squadrons very easily. But the actual ships themselves probably outgun us.
Standing by.
I mean, are they actually going to bring them into the asteroid field? Because, yeah, they're taking damage from the asteroid field.
Fire at will.
You know what, for the time being, focus on the fighter squadrons. Because we will absolutely wreck them. Yeah, there's one even squadron gone. Can we get a second? Not quite, okay.
Targeting the ground.
Right, they are losing shields because they're flying in an asteroid field, and they're not very well armoured. Yeah, 4 Corellian corvettes might actually be able to win this because they've been very stupid. It's an interesting choice there. Let's see how it works out for them.
Target
The
those
answer is
lasers.
badly. Take out the guns, please. And then the shield generator. And then their last guns. Now this one's stopped moving, which means the shields aren't going to get damaged. But
Target those lasers.
let's switch firepower onto that. You're dead. Fantastic. Can 4 of these take out the shields on one of these guys? It doesn't actually look like it, but they're struggling to actually take us out.
Targeting.
Focus on those fighters, because those proton torpedoes will wreck us. Okay, that's another paid-for E-Wing squadron down. Right,
Targeting the ground.
change firepower to that one. I don't think they can actually injure each other, but we're going to try it. Meanwhile, those Star Destroyers have actually gone after the New Republic forces. They're taking out 3 CR-90s. We've taken out their paid-for mobile fleet. How are they going to handle a Golan 2 though? 1 Golan 2 versus 2 Ascendancy class Star Destroyers. I would actually put money on the hand of Thrawn's fleet here. Especially with these proton torpedoes coming in. There's a lot of firepower. But they've got to keep it protected because these fighters will wreck that ship. It's not very well defended. How are you guys doing? They're not even denting our shields, but we're also not denting theirs. Okay, I need to bring something in to finish that off. Gladiator and a couple of strike cruisers should be able to do the job. Yeah, there we go. Some professional firepower should, yeah, spell their doom. Meanwhile, how are you guys doing? What's actually happening up here? You are wrecking face. Damn, those Ascendancy Star Destroyers. They do not mess around. They need a little bit more anti-fighter defences just to keep the fighters off that frigate. But other than that, they have wrecked that Golan 2 in surprisingly short amount of time. Okay, we have defeated the forces down here.
Heading out.
New Republic is having a bad day.
All stations on standby.
What's actually between us? Nothing much, just a few fighter squadrons flying around. Let's actually move a few ships up. I don't want to engage those Star Destroyers, but if we can pick off some more of these units, that'd be grand. Like I said, some of these fighter squadrons, even the X-Wings, might actually be paid for. CR-90 coming in, that's definitely a free unit. Okay, that Golan 2 is down. Oh, are you turning around to engage me because I came nearby? Damn. Well, I can bring in a bunch of Star Destroyers and deal with that. We can handle them on their own. I wanted them to take out the defences for me. Ideally, that would have been lovely. Yeah, it looks like they're turning around to engage us. Well, it's not the end of the world. At least they took out one of the Golan platforms and quite a lot of the enemy ships for us. You've actually lost shields, so you're taking some hull damage. Okay, pause the game quickly.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's do some science, shall we? Can 1 Ascendancy class Star Destroyer handle 2 Imperial class Star Destroyers?
Reinforcements cancelled.
Heading to destination. We're
I
moving
would
out.
say that's probably approaching a fair fight. So, the pair of you
Our
start
target
targeting this guy.
priority is the laser cannons.
Let's see how well you handle it. Actually, the support fleet's already in range. Oh well, I was going to do some scientific experiments there, but screw it.
Direct
Just
full
murder him.
fire on the shield generator.
They came in one by one, and we beat them one by one, is my plan here. Okay, your shields are about to go down. Brilliant. Now these aren't... There's no point taking out the engines. These guys will never retreat no matter what's happening, so... Don't really have to worry about that. Yeah, you had a very bad day. That said, the amount of firepower they put out did almost kill one of our corvettes and strip the shields from both of our attack corvettes. What are these? Strike cruisers. Strike cruisers are very weak though, and they're focusing him down pretty quickly. There we go. But he's lost his shields, he's going to lose subsystems. Did take out the strike cruiser. So these ships aren't, you know, they are a pretty significant threat. You've got to be careful with them. Might actually lose a second ship there before I'm lucky, but there they go. That's the last of their support systems. That frigate is still trying to take this guy on. Not doing too bad. Did dent his shields up a fair bit. Alright, let's move our fleet up. That was pretty careless of me to lose the strike cruiser. I should have paid a bit more attention to that. Now, have I got enough points? Can I bring in Zinj? I can, but problem is these asteroid... Oh, really? I can actually fit him in there. I mean, that would bring this to a pretty quick conclusion, but there are a lot of fighters there.
Reinforcements
I think with that amount of fighters, that would be a dangerous thing to do, because they could strip his shields down very quickly.
I copy.
Let's see if we can't bait out a few of those fighters.
Fire. Fallout.
Could also bring in some victory classes and just stop hammering that down. That might be a good idea, actually. Yeah, I'm going to bring in some
Heading
victory
out.
classes at the very bottom here.
Fallout. Let's move out. Let's go. Navigating to coordinates. At your command.
Okay, that should be enough, I think,
Ready for battle.
to destroy that in
Launching
fairly
attack.
short order. That would just stop them bringing in reinforcements. I'd rather they didn't bring in reinforcements anymore. Oh, now that's baited out those fighters. Okay. In which case, I will need a bit of anti-fighter support down here as well. So, let's get a few corvettes down here.
On my way. Right away.
Go after the stragglers.
Reporting.
Okay, all of you lot,
Open
engage that
fire.
for me. You are about to die. I don't know why you've gone so deep. All you had to do was turn around and start shooting it, but you decided to just fly in there like a madman.
Reporting in. Navigating to coordinates. Star Destroyer standing by. Star Destroyer reporting in.
It's our second Star Destroyer. Oh, you haven't come up. There we go. That's fine.
Roger that.
Fighters can hunt and destroy, and the New Republic is about to retreat. Probably trying to get rid of away with some of those fighter squadrons. Can I target?
Waiting order.
I was going to try and target down a few E-wing squadrons, but it looks like we killed most of them anyway. So I lost 1 strike cruiser, they lost 9 E-wing squadrons, a Golan 2, a heavy frigate shipyard, and 2 immobilizer 418s. That's pretty heavy losses for them, to be honest. That also allows me to blockade Carida, and opens up a lot of stuff onto the interior of their territory, which is rather nice. Now, battlecruiser has arrived over here. I think next time it's time to take Coruscant from them. So, I'm going to take a break here. Thank you guys for watching. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'm going to see you later for the next one of these. Bye.